Check. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Yeah. How we doing in the back? We doing all right? We drinking? How we doing with the sound? We doing okay? All right. How about in the back? How we doing? You guys sleeping already? Well, it's kind of like a couch. I see what we're doing. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out. My name is Wild Bill Simus. I put this show together about 6 months ago. To raise money for the Big Brothers in Rhode Island. And what I wanted to do was, when I first started in comedy about 4 years ago, anytime we do an open mic night, it's at a bar. We have some comics over here that can attest to this. You're in a bar, you're in like a little shithole in the middle of Pawtucket or something like that. And there's like 10 people, they're drunk, they're yelling stuff out. So you really don't get a nice feel for what it's like to do 5 or 6 minutes on stage. And maybe you might want to do it once or twice in your life just to say that you did it. But it kind of puts a sour taste in your mouth. So what I decided to do was to hold a venue where we can raise money. Tonight it's for the Wounded Warrior Project. Any veterans in the house? Give them a round of applause. But what I wanted to do was to kind of take the brand that I'm building here for comedy locally and to say, you know what, I know there's people out there that might want to do this one time in front of their friends and co-workers and family, or maybe there's another small niche where they've always been told they should do it. Let me just give it a try, and you might spark something. So that's what we decided to create here today. We have 10, actually we lost one due to an emergency. We have 9 comics here tonight that will do about 5 or 6 minutes. I've met with the comics and they're already starting to bubble. They're already making fun of each other, okay? They're gonna be... I didn't hurt him. You probably couldn't find a parking spot. Sorry about that, people. So, it's Mother Nature, don't blame me. So here's what we're doing. The winner of tonight will do 5 minutes on stage at my Wild Bill's Comics show at Foxwoods on March 13th in front of about 300 people. So there's some stuff on the line tonight. So I need you to give them all the love in the world as they start doing their 5 or 6 minutes. And keep this in mind. It's not George Carlin and Chris Rock up here. Because everyone wants to say some shit, but you gonna grab a microphone? Right? Like, oh, I'm gonna... People have... Who came here tonight just to yell shit at their friend? Yeah! Here's what I need you to do. Give them 5 or 6 minutes. Let them do their thing. Let them see if this could be something that they could hone their craft with, okay? Promise me that much. Lying sacks of shit. All right, that's good. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I want to introduce the judges. Okay, I got 3. These comics tonight are gonna be judged live while it's happening on crowd reaction, material, stage dynamics, things like that. I got 3 judges who don't have a dog in the race. Okay, we have a good friend of mine, Chris Reyes. He's a local comic. Stand up, Chris. Now, Chris Reyes just came up to me. Chris Reyes runs Wicked Funny Productions. Once a month at the Comedy Connection in East Providence. They have a lot of veteran comics that do their stuff on stage at a show on a Thursday night, and they sprinkle in newer comics like the ones that you're going to see here that are trying to really make this another step, to host a show, to do 5-10 minutes on stage. So Chris just came up to me. He just got the okay that from the Comedy Connection, that added to the winner doing Foxwoods, my show in March, that they are welcome to do stage time at the Comedy Connection with Wicked Funny Productions. So give it up for Chris for doing that. That's the first time that's ever happened. On the tables, you'll see some coupons for that night, or any night that you want to go to see a good little comedy show. I'm telling you, it's a great little club. It's a great big club. It's been around forever. It's a staple in Rhode Island. It's a $5 funnies. Buy 1 ticket, get 1 free. So if you're hanging out, you're looking for a good place to drink and have some laughs, check out Chris Reyes and the gang over at the Comedy Connection. We have Kelly Maynor. Stand up, Kelly. I just want you to see if your friend doesn't win, who you're gonna kick the shit out of in the parking lot on the way out. That's right. Kelly Maynor is another great local comic. She performs all over the place as well. And we have one of the co-owners of the Flair Banquet Hall, Mr. Rick Pimentel. Stand up, Rick. So you're ready to have some fun? So pay attention, have some fun. All cell phones, you're not that important. Shut them off. Or put them on silent. You can snap away if you want and tag the shit out of them on Facebook and stuff like that. All I ask is maybe do one little thing for me. If you have your cell phones out, because I want to continue to build a brand here, go to Wild Bill Comedy, 3 words, Wild Bill Comedy, and like the page. So if you're going to take a picture of your friends, just tag Wild Bill Comedy in it so that we continue to build the brand. Promise me? All right, coming to the stage, your first comic of the evening. Put your hands together for Mr. Dennis Mello!
How are you guys doing? That sounded really good. How's Purgatory? Back there in the windows? See a lot of people back there. A lot of round white tables. What happened here? You guys fuck up? Yeah. Yeah? Get the token Thanksgiving table going on over here. Where are my married people at? Don't peek. I want you guys raise your hands, so. All right, by round of applause, who are the married people? All right, yeah. Yeah. I just got divorced. So, fuck you guys. I loved marriage. You know, you want to know how much I loved it? I used to wake up every morning and fantasize about washing my face with a shotgun. It was great. Communication was our downfall. Anybody know, communication is very important in any relationship. You know, whether it's at work, a work relationship, a marriage, a girlfriend, boyfriend, picking up a hooker. You know, how much is an HJ? $20. How much to blow me? 50. You got to have these back and forth things with anybody. Our communication got so bad, she wouldn't even tell me who she was fucking anymore. And towards the end of my marriage, I bought a handgun just to keep my options open. So to make a clean break, I wanted to be, healthy and single. So I stayed single for at least 5 or 6 minutes. And then I went on to try to find somebody. I went on to, you guys ever been on Craigslist? That wasn't the punchline. And neither was that. You can go into casual encounters and find somebody over there. Apparently, short, bald, gap tooth, chubby kids is not in demand on Craigslist. I can't imagine why. But you know what's in demand on Craigslist? All these women were looking for, they were really into the BBC. Anybody? Don't pretend like you don't fucking know what that means. Which I was surprised because I find British programming very, very fucking boring. These patterns. So I have a girlfriend now. I managed to trick somebody into doing that. She's great. She's wonderful. I'm gonna make fun of her. On our first date, we had a couple glasses of wine, and she looked at me and she goes, Dennis is a stupid name, and by the way, how tall are you? It was love at first drunken insult, and we've been together ever since. When you first start dating and you you find these pathetically cute things to do, like go to the beach and watch the sunset. I want to know when that changes. When does it go from the sunsets to can we just watch porn and grab a bag of Skittles and eat them out of my belly button? Can we do that tonight and every night from here forward? We get into arguments. She gets angry too because apparently it's all my fault that she's always wrong. That sounds bad, doesn't it? I got nothing on that one. Well, listen, until you have a 45-minute argument with somebody over whether or not Richard Dreyfuss is the dad from Dirty Dancing, fuck you. She does a lot of fucked up things. The other day I was looking at her and she was rooting around in her nose with her pinky, and she pulled out this 3-foot fucking rainbow snot and wiped it on my face. And it's gross, it's fucked up, it's disgusting, and it's not something you do during foreplay. Thanks, guys. Dennis Mello, thank you.
Give it up for Dennis's rainbow snot. Caught me off guard there, you ended quick. All right, listen, before I bring up your next comedian, just so you know, at the end of the night when we do the 50-50 raffle, it's at $695. So someone's going home with about $350. Who's it gonna be? Keep drinking. All right, listen, coming to the stage. Put your hands together for Evan Mookie Rocco.
How's it going, guys? I'm Mookie. I just found out that my name actually means moron. And I just found that out, so I'm kind of an idiot. Thanks, Dad. I got a 2-year-old daughter. She's fucking adorable. I love her. But she really takes after her mom more than me. She drinks till she passes out, and I can't get her to stop taking her pants off at house parties. They're both Jewish too. They're both Jewish. I'm not. So my father-in-law is always trying to get me to convert. It's really weird. It's like, he does it at the most awkward times, you know? It's like, Evan, when are you gonna convert? You know, he doesn't really have that accent, but it just makes the story funny. He's normal. Nothing wrong with being Jewish, so I tell him, like, hey Don, I can't convert. I'm an atheist. He says, oh, it's no problem. Most Jews are. You're halfway there. All right. So my wife and I, we were over their house for dinner, and she goes, hey guys, guess what? Evan's gonna do stand-up comedy. And then my mother-in-law goes, oh, you're not funny, Evan. And then my father-in-law is, you know, it's like, bing, light bulb. Yeah, and you're not even Jewish. It's like I said, aha, but I am atheist. I'm halfway there. So, anyway, I was in the military for a little while. I did the military thing. So this is a good benefit. This is Wounded Warriors. So, I don't know, I hope that's a good thing. All you guys put your tickets in for the raffle. Thank you for that. Thank you. I deployed. So whatever. Maybe shake my hand later. Thank me. Some people usually do. I don't know. when me and my buddies got out of basic training, we were Air Force, right? So we decided we're gonna watch Top Gun. Everybody remember Top Gun? Yeah. Remember the volleyball scene? You know, they all got their shirts off and they're wearing their dog tags and they're saying cool shit to each other, like fucking, you know, Iceman. Got it. One more. Me and my buddies are sitting there watching it, and the one dude's sitting there like this, and he's just like, dude, we gotta wear our dog tags more often. Anyway, so I was deployed. I ran into an old friend of mine, and he says, dude, I heard you were deployed, and I was like, yeah, I went over there. I fought in the Crusades. And he goes, did you kill anybody? I was like, yeah, I killed somebody. Did it change you? Yeah, it changed me. I said, it's like this one time okay, so I had this guy in my sights, right? And I'm like aiming at him, and I like made the conscious decision that I wasn't gonna shoot him. I couldn't do it. I could not bring myself to kill another human being. And then he saw me, okay? He saw me, and he like raised his gun like he was gonna shoot me, and I didn't have a choice, right? I had to, you know, kill or be killed. So I put 3 in him, and he dropped. He dropped to the ground, and I realized that I just killed a man, and then I involuntarily ejaculated. I'm so mad. That didn't happen. It didn't happen, but my friend didn't know that. I just, you know, I kept going with the story. Said, yeah, I checked into a sex rehab, you know, if that didn't work out, I just fucking killed everybody. It's awful. Didn't have, I was really worried about that joke, but you guys like it, so. Yeah, I did deploy, but I didn't actually kill anybody, but, you know, so. I'm really bad with girls. Anybody here bad with girls? Yeah, just one guy? Okay. There's a lot of liars in the crowd tonight. Mostly from my table of friends. So I'm so bad with women, even my wife won't have sex with me. Yeah, so I decided I was gonna buy a rubber vagina. All right, no, honestly, women in the audience, put your hands together if you've ever bought or used a sex toy. Just round of applause. It's gonna be a lot of you, right? Okay. A lot of people. A lot of people. All right, now, just the guys. How many of you have bought a rubber vagina? Nobody. This guy. This guy did. That was a really weird experience because, you know, I go pick it out, you know, and it's like all different porn stars, you know, like they actually make like molds of their snatch, like a little rubber mold, and so it like say, oh, Jenna Jameson, look, oh, that's what her pussy feels like. I don't know. So mine was not somebody cool like that. Mine was like Anne Frank. That's wrong. That's wrong. I found out later on that she was like 12 years old, and I just went, that's why she had no pubes. Okay, all right. Sorry. I hate my jokes. This is awful. It's so bad. As the lady at the counter is like, oh my God, I can't believe you're actually admitting that this is for you to use. Most people come in and say this is like as a joke for one of their friends. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm brave. Idiot, Mookie, right? So anyway, I get it home. I'm all excited. I pop in my favorite Anne Frank porno DVD. And I get it out and I look at it. I'm like fucking buck naked on the bed. I'm like ready to go. And I'm looking at it and I go, you know, I haven't seen very many rubber vaginas in my day. But this kind of looks like a butthole. It was a butthole. It wasn't a vagina. It was a butthole, so. Anyway, I fucked it anyway. My dick smelled like shit. Okay. All right, thanks everybody. That's my time.
Give it up for Evan and his rubber vagina. Evan, I just want you to know that that was the fastest that I heard silence in this room. When you said rubber vagina, everybody was like...
I thought that was the punchline.
Yeah. Nobody just wants to admit that they bought a rubber vagina, that's all. Just Evan. Evan and his rubber vagina. Coming to the stage. Ready for your next act? Yeah! Put your hands together. Get some energy going. Let's go, let's go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Put your hands together, show him some love. Here's why you need to show this guy some love. Because there ain't a woman in this room that doesn't want to be with this man. Because his last name, I shit you not, is Bacon. Every woman in here wants to eat you. Put your hands together for Mr. Pete Bacon.
How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, no, that was pathetic. Let's hear it better. So I have a question. Anybody ever been here with a girl that was just so beautiful you had to ignore all the stupid shit she said? Oh yeah, look at yeah, you ain't getting any tonight now. So I'm with my girlfriend the other night, and she looks at me, she said, hey babe, let's be rebels. Let's go to a 7 o'clock movie. And being the badass that she is, she decides that she's not gonna pick the movie until we get to the theater. Ooh, babe, you're 20 years old. And then we're in the car ride going over there. She's singing to the radio. She's like, hey babe, don't I sound like Mariah Carey? And of course, me being supportive, yeah babe, you're really getting there. And in my head, I'm thinking, you sound like Dick Clark before the stroke. Oh, don't do that. That's not right. But I was being nice. And then, so, before we go, she decides she wants to cook dinner. She pulls out a head of lettuce and starts cutting it. I can't figure out why my hand's so cold. So I figured I had to chime in. I walked over to her, picked up the label, showed it to her. Babe, it's iceberg. Oh. Yeah, that took a second for people to get, didn't it? So we're here supporting the Wounded Warriors Project tonight. It's such a great cause. And I want to see a show of hands. Who here was in the military? No, put your hand down. I said military, not Air Force. I was here, I got proof, I was in the Marines. But everybody here knows they got rid of the don't ask, don't tell policy because of the Navy, right? Well, anybody who wants to be known as a seaman, you have to ask questions. Then you have the Army. The cockiest bunch of mall security you are ever gonna meet. And then we move on to the National Guard. Let's be honest, anybody who gets a timeout card in basic training because it's too stressful, You are not part of the military. And these are the guys running around, you know, the movie theater with the flashlight, making sure you don't screen hop. That's the best thing the National Guard gets to do. And then we get the computer geeks. I know we got a couple of comedians here tonight too. They were all computer geeks, you know, also known as the Air Force. These are the guys, yeah, Evan, yeah, thank you. These are the guys who took video games in high school a little too far. Now they get to play on a real life scale and they think it's still a game. And then you get, you know, the president's personal bitches, the United States Marines. I am a Marine, I can say it. Now everybody knows Marine is an acronym, right? Muscles are required, intelligence not essential. Look at the size of me, I am the epitome of that. And I aren't that smart. And then, you know, we're the ones that jump every time the president wants us to do something, we jump. We're the first ones there, and that right there, we are the bitches. We do absolutely everything he wants us to do. So, wow, awfully quiet tonight. This is sad. I didn't realize. Should I just lay down? I died right here. All right, so I do want to do one thing. I want everybody to stand up. I want everybody to give a round of applause to whoever was, you know, who served for us. Come on, everybody up. That wasn't that nice. Even the military was applauding. Such a great thing. But I'm gonna get out of here. That's enough. I gotta go take a couple friends on a boat ride. If anybody, you know, knows what I'm saying.
Give it up for Pete Bacon! Looking for the, there he is. Okay, let's make sure he's in the room. The next act coming to the stage. Put your hands together for Mr. Mark Wayne. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you all. The door's closed. Everybody warm now. Everybody's got a bit to eat and I'm feeling pretty good. I just wanted to say a bit about myself. When I first started in this business, I had a dear, dear friend who advised me, he said, keep it clean, Mark Wayne. Keep it clean. And you know, as I go on, I try not to fuck that up. I went to the doctor last week, just, you know, your annual checkup. And he says, Mark, you drink too much. I said, what? Is there a shortage? Get laid. Oh, was that out loud? I'm sorry. That is my New Year's resolution. I don't make resolutions often, but when I do, I like to make them simple, you know, get laid. Worst part of that is they say that mid-February, most all of the New Year's resolutions are forgotten, and I don't want that to happen. Get laid. Just a little reminder there, you know. Remember when you were a kid and they said, hold on to your dreams. If you can dream it, you can do it. Hold on to your dreams. Finally, last night I had a dream. I was sucking on a beautiful babe's boobie. Yes. Oh, this was no ordinary boobie. This was just the right size, just the right color. And those nipples were placed perfectly, you know what I mean? And as I was sucking on this mound of femininity, this self-supporting 38D, I'm thinking, this just can't get any better. And my person starts tasting like bacon, the real bacon, not that guy, come on now. So that, I said to myself, is a dream that I want to hold on to right there, yes. You ever think about some of the crazy damn things we say, like, you know, what's what? 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 I'm gonna turn in. It sounds painful to me, you know. I'm gonna turn in. Oh! Oh, God. Odds and ends. I'll give you odds, you won't know what ends are. You go out for a country drive, there's a store, they're selling odds and ends. My God, how do you buy odds and ends? Well, I'll take 2 pounds of odds, half a pound of ends. I think I may need them for this and that. Take a shit? No, I ain't taking a shit. I'll leave a shit, but I ain't taking one. Come on. Taking a shit is just so much waste. And I have friends, you know, in the banking business, for instance. They leave a deposit. My computer geeks, they just download. A lot of shit going down there anyway. And sometimes I get confused. You know, at work, my day job, they say if I were to do this act there, practice it or whatever, it could be construed as sexual harassment. Construed, I love that word. But you know, I wonder if that young chick, that hot new chick they hired, were here tonight and I were to say, hey baby, I'd like to do you. Would that be sexual harassment or just the smoothest damn pickup line you ever heard, you know? I'm gonna get laid. Yes. Well, ladies, I want to tell you tonight something you probably already know. Men can be pretty damn stupid from time to time. Would you agree? Yeah. But you knew that from way back when you were a little girl showing yourself to the neighborhood boy, same age. You know, he's looking at you like, what the hell are you showing me that thing for? As we get to be adults, it's not much better, you know. You want to make a little magic? He has no idea. He doesn't know. But don't wait 2 years to come up and say, you blew it. You know, remember back at Kate's party? I wanted to do you so bad, but you blew it. Ladies, don't wait 2 years. Just walk right up to your man, touch his man sack. He'll smarten up. And ladies, you will get laid. That's my time. Welcome back, Wild Bill Willie, please. Taking a long route around.
Give it up for Mark Wayne! Mark Wayne, everybody! Mark Wayne! All right, repeat after me. Listen up. Ready? Here we go. All right, you got that project. Good job. You can follow that. Here we go. You ready for your next act? This gentleman here, I got to give you a little background for like 10 seconds. I graduated with this bitch. 10 years ago. I never knew, when I started this competition 6 months ago, to really try and find people that wanted to do this at least one time, take it off the bucket list. The walks of life that have called me, that I never knew this was inside of them. Just, I gotta get on stage, I gotta try it just one time. And the phone call came from Rich. And he was like, Billy, Rich Steele. And I'm like, Rich Steele from Hendricken? From the men's room? Hendricken hurts, people. Hendricken hurts. All right, here's the deal. I never knew. I would have never guessed it, but man, I'm so proud of this guy. I'm so happy that he's coming to the stage. Put your hands together for Mr. Richard Steele!
I'd like to thank you guys for coming out, and the prior comic Pete. Sorry, man, you know, we just Air Force, we did score higher than 6 on the ASVAB. Don't be here. You know what I'm saying? All right. So, where's my wife? Where's my wife? There we go. Yeah. There you go. That means, my goodness. My wife, I told my wife I was doing this, and she said, well, how long do you got to do this for? I said, 5 minutes. She goes, Well, if it's like anything else in life, what are you going to do the other 4.5? I told her, I said, well, if it's like anything else in life, I'm going to be pointed and laughed at by a group of strangers. I'm going to leave them woefully disappointed and wishing I was somebody else. Oh man, my wife is the strongest woman I know. Hands down the strongest woman I know I've ever met. If you're going to go through life known as Mrs. Dick Steele, you better not be a pussy. Proud mother of 2 boys, she'll tell you that the hardest job she has is being the father, the husband to me, you know, or to my wife. Hard. Let me give you an example. I am the world's biggest dumbass. I am self-confessed. I try, and I fuck shit up all the time. I'll give you an example. A couple years ago, my 12-year-old comes home. He's at the dinner table. What the fuck is wrong with you, sir? My girlfriend broke up with me. How long have you been dating this girl? 3 days. She jumps into action. Boom! Baby, I love you. It's gonna be okay. Mommy loves you. There's no other woman where to be worth you. Come on, Daddy. Come on over here and say some positive words. God damn, Kirk can't be caring about the hose, man. Pimpin' ain't easy. She's like, what? Shut the fuck up. I was excused from the dinner table. I was excused from my own dinner table. Go away. So I started thinking about it. Probably wasn't the best response to that situation. So he's in his bedroom and go in there and give him some words of advice. I tuck him in. As I leave the room, I turn the light off and I say, just remember, buddy, bros before hoes. So the next day I'm at work. I get a phone call. Hello? Hello, it's me. Oh, what's up? Guess where I am? In bed waiting for me? No, I'm in their son's principal's office. Fuck. What did you tell our son last night? I gave him some advice on how to pick up ladies. Well, did it occur to you that the advice you gave him probably wasn't the best? What are you talking about? That you should not have told him that the best way to get a woman's attention is by making her fucking ring! I'm sorry, I did not know that that was the best way to do it. So we're on a conference call and the principal jumps in and says, Mr. Steele, we just can't have your son doing this. I said, I got it, I understand. Just out of curiosity, how many girls did he get? Here. He wants to know if that number includes the teachers. Sure. 37. Damn! Like, I'm impressed. So, I say, I get the message. I'm like, okay, sir, let me talk to my son. My son gets on. It's like, what's up, Dad? I said, buddy, you just can't throw money at girls. You got to be more selective about that shit. Pick the pretty ones, and in your case, I would probably go with the smart ones. So that's the type of shit my wife has to deal with on a day in and day out basis. But to my defense, she did know what she was getting into when she said I do. We were at our wedding and she's giving her vows and she's just doing a lovely, beautiful job. Had everybody in the room crying. Not a dry eye. My turn. Say something. Oh, I'm sorry. She goes, speak. I'm like, okay. Honey, being married to you is probably going to be a lot like the first time we made love. Exciting at first, constantly being interrupted by phone calls from our parents, and at the end, we'll be wondering what the hell just happened. Oh, goodness. Good to see you guys. Good. How many are friends of the comics here? Can I get a round of applause, friends of the comics? This one's for Mike. I got two of the best friends a guy could ever ask for, Jim and Mike. There for me anytime I need something, anytime I want to do something, anytime anything needs to be done, they are there for me. Only problem is every time we get together, shit goes wrong. So, oh, see, Jim is a bartender, and he makes the meanest drinks. He made us this drink one time he called the snuff film. It was so delicious. I just remember waking up and then suddenly I was the meat in a Jim and Mike sandwich. What the hell? So we get a bright idea, go out a couple weeks ago, bright idea of, let's go to a strip club. I don't know if you met our wives, it wasn't probably the best idea. So about 5 hours later, we come back, and my wife's standing in the living room with the two wives there, Kara and Dawn. She's looking like she's the lead formation of an F-16 on ready to go on a slugger mission, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, honey, look at me, look at me. She's like, where have you been? You guys ever had that question asked to you where it's not really mean, it's the quiet one? Where have you been?
Hell yeah.
Oh, I better answer this one properly. Honey, look at me. We were on a mission from God. She goes, where did this mission take you? I said, the Foxy Lady. She goes, oh really? I said, don't get mad. I got proof. You see, as we walked into that house of sin, and we were engrossed in a fog of cocoa butter and lust, we heard the voice of God descend upon us, and he said, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the mother of all temptation, Eve. And she's still not believing me. She's still not believing me. And I'm like, all right, I got one more thing. I got proof. And she goes, okay. So I said, as Eve came around the table, as Eve came around the stage, she came to our table, and I looked into the eyes of a soulless harlot. It's that then that I saw a miracle happen. You see, like the Lord did Noah, we started making it rain. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Richard Steele. Thank you. Give it up for Dick Steele. For the rest of the comics coming to the stage, pay attention, listen up. For the rest of the comics coming to the stage, there's some sort of like a little an alarm on the first floor going off. Just started about 10 minutes. Y'all can't hear it, but in this little L section right here, any comic coming to the stage, make sure they can hear you. Comment. You got some good stuff, but sometimes the talk way down. They can't hear you. So pronounce, be vocal, let it rip. Let it fly. It's going to go off in about 10 minutes. Is that what we're thinking? 10, 15 minutes, okay? So, if it's off, hey, hallelujah. Don't not be vocal, though, all right? Let them hear you. Give it up for Mr. John Ford.
Is this good moving here?
All right. Anyway, hey, thanks guys. Thanks a lot for coming out tonight. Yeah, I was at the convenience store the other day, and I had just gone in to grab a bag of potato chips, a snack, working my way up to the front of the store, and next thing I know, I'm like 7 deep in this line. People are getting pissed off. They're getting real angry. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm starting to get mad myself. I take a peek to the front, and there's one of these degenerate morons up at the front of the line. He's buying like 16,000 lottery tickets all at the same time. You ever seen this nonsense? So this guy's up there. Now, I don't know if you've seen it. Some stores, they'll have like a plastic box. They'll have like, numbered 1 through 20. And then they have like the scratch ticket behind the number. So this guy, he's wearing this, I'm going to call him the scratch ticket vagabond. He's wearing like this dirty coat. It smells like cat urine. And he's up there he's up there like, give me a, you know, he's blurting out the numbers, names. He's like, give me a number 2. I want a number 7. I want a number 3. A lucky 7s. A bingo. I want a slingo. A dingo. A ringo. A zingo. Give me a Boba Fett. You know, may as well have a Boba Fett in there too. So this guy, right? So let's talk about some of these names they have for some of these pathetic lottery tickets. This guy's obviously pathetic himself. These lottery tickets, they got names like, you know, like Slingo, like bingo, okay, fine, lucky 7s, but what the hell is Slingo? Is that like slime bingo? Is that like slut bingo? You win like a free night with a prostitute in Providence, courtesy of the Rhode Island Lottery, right? So, you know, no one in Rhode Island is probably not even one of the good prostitutes. So, probably a bad one. So anyway, so I'm not even done. This guy, he's just finishing with his scratch tickets, right? And so he's done with that nonsense, and now we're working into like the daily numbers. So now the line's like 9, 10, 11 deep. Now we're working into the daily numbers, and there's like a whole set of lingo for that. You know, he's up there like, I want a 2, 5, 7 combo, straight box, split 7, 8, 3, 5, 27, zigzag. Sounds like this guy's trying to call a football play, right? For his freaking lottery tickets. He's like, I want a 2, 5, 7, trips right, 327, spread left, zigzag, cross pattern, on 2. Ready, let's go. Right? Oh my God. So anyway, I mean, the Rhode Island Lottery is, I feel it's quite pathetic. They actually have a tagline. Their tagline is the Rhode Island Lottery benefiting all Rhode Islanders since 1974, okay? And really what the tagline should be is Rhode Island Lottery, you know, holding up lines in convenience stores, okay, and benefiting absolutely nobody since 1974, okay? So anyway, so I come to the conclusion, I came up with an idea of what they should do, a solution to the highly pathetic Rhode Island Lottery. Is what we need is we need a potholes scratch ticket, okay? All right, I mean, you're talking about the hole in the freaking road, okay? These craters that are out there, like they have on the moon, okay? And we are incapable of filling a hole in with gravel so you can drive on it in a timely manner. You know, 24 hours, 48 hours. Get these giant craters out there for like 3 weeks, right? So we get the potholes scratch ticket, all right? And what you got to do is if you match up 3 potholes, okay? You match up 3 pothole symbols on the ticket, okay? You don't win money, but what you get something far better. You get to pick the Rhode Island local politician of your choice, okay? And you get to go to his house at 2 o'clock in the morning in January when it's like 10 degrees out, and you get to supervise him filling in potholes in the road in a truck, right? So go out there, I can see it, and you get to sit there with a megaphone and a chair, you know, with the truck going, with the window cracked a little bit, nice and warm. And, you know, you got, say, I don't know, say you got like Link Chafee out there, you're like, Mr. Chafee, you got to fill in the pothole there, a little bit to the left. That one needs a little bit more fill. All right, very good. Now you're going to tamp it in. Don't tamp with your feet. Don't tamp with your feet. No, you got to use the tamp. Tamp that thing in real good. And that's some big trucks driving over there tomorrow. All right. And I can just see, you know, Link or whoever out there just, you know, humping away, just like, oh man, this sucks. I don't know how you guys do this work thing like this. This is crazy, you know. And this is crazy. I don't know how you guys do this for a living. I got to find a better way. I got to find a much better way to make more money. So you want to make some more money? Well, why don't we go down to the let's go down to the local convenience store. You can buy some $3 Slingo tickets. So, anyway, so that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys have been great.
John, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, shit. Give it up for John Forbes! Mr. Potholes. introduce your next performer. He's been chomping at the bit for this. Put your hands together for Mr. Joe Talman. There we go.
How's it going, everyone? How many people were here last time? Is anyone here last time from... Awesome. So, I was going to come up here and tell some comedy tonight, but I decided against that. I'm actually going to tell you guys a couple tales of horror. Prepare yourselves. It's not for the weak-hearted. I have these two evil entities in my life. Terrible, terrible things. Unkind, uncanny, meanest things you could ever imagine. These two things are called my kids. Terrible. I have a son with the brute strength of Magnus for Magnuson after drinking a fifth of whiskey. And the mind of Kublai Khan. And yesterday, I was sitting at my couch unwinding after a long day, when all of a sudden I feel this plastic, long, thin blade tickle my Adam's apple. And I hear at the top of my lung, at the top of his lungs, "Dad, I'm gonna slit your throat!" I said, what the hell? Now there was so much confusion and just fright running through my mind at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Terrifying. Once I realized there was plastic, it subsided a little, but there was two questions I still had. One, where does a 4-year-old learn I'm gonna slit your throat? This kid is on a diet of Dr. Seuss books, PBS Kids, and Disney Junior when he's feeling crazy. This kid watches a lot of Doc McStuffins, but I don't think she's ever fixed Lammy with some cut juggalosis or some beheadeditis, whatever bullshit she makes up. It's so stupid. My second question I had to myself was, what if this sword was metal? Granted, it wasn't, luckily for me. But what if it was? This is a 4-year-old kid who yells, "I'm gonna slit your throat," and then potentially could act upon it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is first-degree murder. By definition, act and intent. He came up to me, told me he was gonna slit my throat, then would have went through with it. The worst part about that is, there would have been zero repercussion. He's 4 years old. You know what? Authorities would have been called. They would have walked in my house, saw me sitting on the couch, head next to me, assessed the situation, but what a shitty parent. What a poor parent, leaving a sword for his kid to touch. Serves him right. We would have done it to him, but his kid already got there. Congratulations, he did great. Now, I know you guys are all probably pretty terrified. Very scary stuff. But that doesn't even compare to that second entity. Someone we have to exercise as a group. It's my daughter. She could punch and kick like Kublai, my son. But her forte is the emotional warfare. She comes in, beautiful little 5-year-old girl, 9 o'clock last night. "Dad, can you read me a story?" "Baby, I would love to read you a story before bed." Go upstairs, tuck her in. It's beautiful. Little Dora the Explorer sheets. Goes to sleep, kiss her on the forehead. "I love you, Daddy. I love you too." 7:30 in the morning rolls around. She's standing over my bed with me and my wife, not making eye contact with me. Surrounded by 3 My Little Pony dolls. Said, "This morning, Dad, I woke up, and myself, Rainbow Dash, Twilight Sparkle, and Pinkie Pie, we all had a vote. And as a whole, we decided that we love you the least and you gotta go." So let me get this straight. You, Pinkie Pie, Rainbow Dash, and Twilight Sparkle collectively decided that I have to go. She said, "Yes, but let me explain." I said, "Of course, baby, I'd love to hear your explanation." She said, "I tried to reason with them. I told them that I love you. But unfortunately, my constituents filibustered me." I jumped out of bed. I said, "What the fuck?" Grabbed the dictionary and looked that shit up. And then I realized only pure evil this could come out of. And I left. Not because she wanted me to, because I was terrified. And I know this is sheer evil when someone says constituently and filibustered, because I've heard those words once before. I was flipping around the stations and I accidentally looked at C-SPAN. Good night, everyone.
Give it up for Joe Talman! How we doing? We doing all right? We got 2 left. We doing all right? Let me hear you. Make some noise. How about back there with your earmuffs? You doing all right back there? All right, good. Keep going with your poker game. What are you doing now? Little table football, right? I saw you like this. Coming to the stage. Hold on to the rafters. Get ready for this. Put your hands together for Mr. Ray Brawl. No, go ahead. Right, here we go. Come on. I gotta get the fuck off this thing.
Thanks, Bill. Jesus Christ. It looks like I'm nervous to be on stage tonight, because I am. Not on stage, on this stage, Bill. The fuck, spare no expense. I like this. Stop moving.
Need a carrot.
All right, let's stop the show. Any lesbians here tonight? I might have backed into your car in the parking lot. Good question. It was a Subaru. It had a bumper sticker on it and it said, I heart / cock. And my wife carpooled with me, so I know it's not hers. It also had, you ever see these annoying fucking stickers, these stick figure family ones? I don't need to be looking at you. I'm sorry. Everybody's got them. Had 2 of them. Might have been double drawn. They had kind of thick thighs. Little fanny packs. Short feathered haircuts. I don't know. Maybe I'm stereotyping. I could be wrong. Now, I got nothing against the gays, don't get me wrong. I got one thing against the gays. They ruined the rainbow. When I was a kid, everybody had those frickin' umbrellas with all the different colored panels. Everybody had one. Could be a fucking monsoon out. I'm not using it. Not anymore. It's like a fucking home out. I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Those rainbow air fresheners, remember those? Yeah, okay, no big loss. No big loss. But what gets me, what really pisses me off is the fucking Skittles candies. I fucking love those. But I'll be goddamn, I'll go out, open up a bag of Skittles, chug a few. Just a matter of time. I'm gonna hear it. Taste the rainbow, faggot. Hey, oh, buddy, relax. It's a tasty treat. You know, I don't even know how you can confuse me for a gay. I don't have the personal hygiene or the wardrobe. And my wife fucked that up because she laid this shit out for me nice. It's about as good as I can look. Thanks a lot, Red. Yeah, I'm surprised my wife even fucks me. Yeah, that's right, I'm married. I got a trophy wife. She's not for first place, don't worry. She's more of a participation award wife. But I love her. I fucking love her. You know, not the, let's plan a fucking Saturday and pack up a picnic basket. You know, go out, get some caricatures drawn of us. Fucking hold hands, look into each other's eyes, give a shit about what the other person has to say. No, not that type of love. More the love of, fuck, I just lost my train. Wait a second. Different type of love. We'll move on.
together fucking 10 years, and I love her fucking optimism. Every time we go out, we go meet new people, or we go to a party, I get the same speech every time. The behavioral expectations. Like she fucking has to talk to me like I'm a 10-year-old. Same shit every time. Don't get drunk. Fuck, that goes a party. Don't swear in front of the kids. Don't make fun of the gay cousin. You know? And then she always throws that blanket one out there that just fucking covers everything. Don't embarrass me. Like, after 10 years, this is gonna be the fucking, this will be the one story in lecture that's finally gonna get through to me. And I'll finally magically become a grown-up. Yeah, a grown-up that no one wants to hear old Navy stories from, or fucking do shots at Jägermeister with, or have anchor the beer pong team, or put together a quick game of foot cup. No. No. Not that. And it always ends the same way. And when I say old Navy stories, I'm not talking about folding cheap sweaters at the mall. I'm talking about hookers, fireworks, drugs, and chlamydia. You know, stories that make a party fun. But according to my wife, not a 7-year-old's birthday party. But it always ends the same way. The next morning, fucking wake up on the porch. No one close? It's my story. I wake up on the porch, covered in puke, blood, and a little bit of piss. And I look up and I see that disappointment on her face that I've seen so many times. And I think, what the fuck did I do last night? I wonder if I embarrassed her. So I think, I know what I'll do. It's like, hey, you know me, honey. I'm sorry, I'm an alcoholic. It's a disease. Apparently, it's the only disease you get yelled at for having. You know, I wish I had asthma or shingles, but I don't. She'd still be fucking mad at me if I had asthma, I just know it. We had to fucking come home from the party, I know she'd be like, oh, you with all your huffing and puffing. Every time Olivia walked by in that dress, you had to hit the inhaler. You're a fucking embarrassment. Yeah, she's gonna, and she always goes to her fucking trump card, just when you think she's out of trumps. Oh, and if you think you're getting laid anytime soon, fella, you got another thing coming in, Mr. Wheezy. So, hey, that's all my time. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. If you want to buy me a beer and a shot, see if we can get that look on my wife's face, let's do it.
Give it up for Ray Roll! By a round of applause, who thinks Ray is not getting laid tonight? Sports Center! Good job, Ray. Here's the deal. We have a final comic of the night. What we're going to do, we're going to bring up the last comic. While the votes are being tallied, I will act like a monkey on stage here for you for about 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes or so. And then we'll bring the winner up. Well, we'll bring everybody up and we'll announce the winner. And again, the winner tonight is going to open at Foxwoods, March 13th for the Wild Bill Show, and also have an invite to the Comedy Connection. So here we go. Last but not least, put your hands together for Mr. Mike Dero!
How we doing? First of all, we're here for a great reason tonight, to raise some funds for the Wounded Warrior Projects, people who have given to protect our freedom. They deserve our round of applause. This man right here is hard-working. He put this whole thing together. He deserves all of our praise right now. It's a good-looking crowd here tonight. The ladies looking good. Yeah. And to my ladies out there, you're used to getting poked and prodded. Recreationally and medicinally. Men, on the other hand, are not used to getting poked and prodded. But you have one good thing. Every year, men get... oh, sorry, skip it. Who's over 40 here? Well, excuse me, sorry. Who's a man and is over 40? What was that gift you got when you were 40? You remember what your primary physician said to you? Oh, I got it when I was 40. And that, he's like, you know what's coming next, big boy? And, I like my doctor, I call him the cool Jew. And he calls me fat ass. So I figure we're even. So, you always hear, it's like, oh, just, bend over, drop your pants. It's not just a bend over and drop your pants. It's like, all right, bend over. Put your elbows on the table. Oh, shit. Arch your back. Are we shooting a gay porn or are you checking out my ass? All right, you ready? You're gonna feel a little discomfort. You think? Okay. And I don't remember the gloves snapping, but I remember him like slapping his hand in the groove. And just that noise that it made. I'm going in. And he had that uncomfortable silence. And all of a sudden he says, let the chaos begin. What is that? Well, it's a tension breaker. That's an ass tightener. That's not a tension breaker. I don't need a fucking vein. You're ready to rip my ass. So I'm bent over in a very uncomfortable position. And he's, poking and prodding. He's in there for a few minutes. I don't know if he lost his watch. I don't know if he's mining for gold. I don't know if he's looking for a map to the lost tomb of Anubis. But finally, well, actually, he's still working, and you have that uncomfortable silence, and I'm like, Doc, you could have bought me lunch. You could have got me a hot wiener. Whoa! No. A footlong. No. Tossed salad. Oh God, no. So finally, he finishes and he slaps me on the ass, and I feel violated and very uncomfortable. So I walk over to the corner. I pull my pants up. I turn around and he's sitting in his chair. His shirt is unbuttoned. He's tweaking his nipple and he's smoking a cigarette. I do what any red-blooded American man would do. I walk over to the doctor and I say, hey, Doc, can we do this next week, same time? I'm married, I'll take what I can get. You know what I'm saying? So this is more, when you're over 40, things happen. And, we always talk about gravity with women. But this gravity with men. Your balls start to drop. So I'm not big on tattoos, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a line on the inside of my leg, and I'm gonna judge how far my balls drop every year. And when I have grandkids, I'll be like, hey, Timmy, come here. In 2014, my nuts were right here. In 2033, they're fucking right here. I'll be swinging those things, flapping around. Shit, I can can tie him on my neck and wear him as a bow tie. Because I'm green and I don't want to waste valuable resources. No, but women are awesome. They're beautiful. They're kind. They take your penis and shove it in their mouth. I mean, that's a great thing. We appreciate that. On behalf of all these men, we appreciate that. And occasionally you play with the balls. We appreciate that a lot. But when it comes to manscaping and hair, if your woman is down there playing with your dick and your balls, and she's tempted to floss, there might be a problem. You definitely want to shave them nuts. You know what I'm saying? If your balls look like two Barack Obama Chia pets that are fighting, you might want to shave your nuts. But I'll just leave that, and it's a great opportunity. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you to everyone who came tonight. To all the women out there, we appreciate the voodoo that you do. And to all my fellas, save your butts and shave your nuts.
Okay, listen up, y'all. We just got the tabulation. We raised $1,158 for the Wounded Warrior Podcast. And we have Kelly just went down. Nobody fell all night. All right, you good? All right, good. $1,158. Great job. I'm so proud of you guys, okay? The winner tonight definitely needs to come see me because you're going to be doing 5 minutes at the Wild Bill's Comic Show at Foxwoods for my 40th birthday and roast. And also, you're going to have to get in touch with Chris Reyes for the Comedy Connection time as well. So, third place. We have Dennis Mello, third place. Okay. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Good job, Dennis. Second place. Joe Talman, second place. Good job, Joe. Really, really great job, Joe Talman. And first place, performing on stage with me and a handful of other comics, March 13th at Foxwoods. Come see us for information. Comedy Connection. Ray Brawl.